Welcome to an introduction to Sora. As you can see, I'm logged into the ERS Library Educator portal. And I will scroll down and you will see under ebooks and audiobooks, a series of resources that provide those to you and your students. Sora will be located under this section, typically the first one in here. Sora is also available in the kids and teen portal as well if your school has set that up. If when clicking on Sora, it does not work for you and for your Google account, which you will need to use this, then it could be that your school district has not set up Sora yet. You can contact us, have your Google administrator give us an email or a call, and we'll look into whether your school district is set up for Sora. Process is not difficult, but once it is connected to your Google account, then you will have access, and the students at your campuses will have access to all that Sora has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and click on Sora. Now, first time you go into Sora, it's likely going to ask you which Google account to use. You want to make sure that you use the Google account that was given to you by your school district. You may get asked to pick your campus as well. So I will go ahead and scroll down to Tulare County Office of Education. And then I would choose that Google account. And it wants a login from me. So I will go ahead and put that in so you can see how that will look. Typically, once you've logged in with your Google account, it should hold on to that for quite a while. If at any time it does not, then all you have to do is re-log in with your Google account. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my password. And there we are. All right. For me, it'll say Tulare County Office of Education right here. It will have the name of your school district once you log in. And also below that, you can add a county library. So you can add the Kings or Tulare County Library System as well, and use whatever unique credentials, library card, etc., that you have. And you can also add those libraries to your personal Sora as well. So not only will you have the student resources in here available to you, if you add the Tulare Kings County Public Library, then you will have access to all of those audiobooks and ebooks as well for yourself as a teacher, which is great because the Sora app is free. You can log in with that and you can listen to any of the audiobooks available from that library system as well, while say you're driving back and forth to work or going to the post or anything like that. You'll also see below that ebooks and audiobooks. Either of these you click on, it will refilter it, just showing those. Not clicking on it, it will just go ahead to and present a dashboard for you based upon both. But if you want to narrow it down, if you're looking for ebooks or audiobooks, feel free to click on those. You will also see here collections, and you can click on an arrow. And if there are any collections that have been set up ahead of time, then you can see and click within those as well. So if you're looking for audiobooks for kids, the most popular new editions, what's available now, they're not checked out at this moment by anybody else. Your next great read, comic books, and so forth, you can. It will also show you that you have 3,730 ebooks and 514 audiobooks available. You can also search within those collections. I'm going to use the back arrow and go back here. Now, also to the right here is filters. And if you click on that, you'll see that you can go through here and say, you know what, I'm not interested in seeing what's in the collection because I don't want the letdown of discovering that particular book is checked out already and I'll have to wait. So if you want to bypass that, you can go to filters and you can say, just show me available titles only. If you're looking for read-alongs, comics and graphic books, formats, ebooks or audiobooks, subjects, you can break it down by a variety of subjects, languages. You can break it down by a variety of languages, including Espanol. How long is the audiobook? Maybe you're looking for a short listen. Audience levels, ATOS levels, Lexiles, interest level, by grade, text difficulty, the data was added to the collection, and whether it is compatible with just Sora or if you'd like to use it with a Kindle as well. All right, so those filters are available too. Now, from time to time, they will advertise something here. They've got Sora Sweet Reads, and they've advertised a few of these. When you see the little headphones underneath, that's telling you it's an audiobook. Otherwise, these are all likely here to be ebooks. Now, it just has a couple on here, 8 titles. You'll see also, however, there are over 200 books. If you click on that, that's going to expand. And again, you will see that those that are audiobooks, they tend to have a square image of the cover, and they have the headphones. Now, you'll also see read sample. You will also see listen to sample for audiobooks, read sample for ebooks, and so forth. And if you want to add it to a list because you are interested in the title, but just not yet, you can add it to a list if you'd like. Now, borrow, what does that mean? It means that you're checking out the book, even though it's electronic. We only have licenses to so many to be checked out at once. So if you click borrow, you will have that book, whether it's an audiobook or an ebook, for 2 weeks, 14 days. If you have not finished the book by then, what will happen is Sora will pull it back in, and you won't have access to it unless you borrow it again. They do that because other people are maybe waiting for the book, particularly if it is a popular book. And so after 2 weeks, the next person who is waiting in the shadows to check that out, they're on a waiting list. It's going to appear for them, and then they'll be able to use it. So if you have not finished it in 2 weeks, it gets pulled back into the system, and somebody else has got it checked out, you're going to have to go on a wait list. Sorry. And again, there's also samples. So if you want to hear those, you can. So if I click on sample, and this is an audiobook. This will then go ahead and give you a little bit of an introduction to it, maybe a portion of it, of a chapter or two. And then you can determine from there whether or not you'd like to check that book out. Whenever you're in a book too, you will see that there is playback speed. You can actually speed it up if you'd like to get through the book a little quicker. You will also see night mode, which will allow, actually, it's a pause, sorry. There is a night mode on here. You can pause if you'd like, playback anytime you want. You can choose presets for pausing. You have bookmarks and highlighting available to you as long as you've got the book checked out. And you can bookmark the book at any time. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Now, you still hear it even if you close it because it will run in the background. That's down here on the bottom. So if you don't want to hear it anymore, I'm going to hit pause, then close it. So it is used to allowing you to play it down here in the middle in the background while you're doing something else or looking at other books. So you will have to pause it if you play it or you are listening to the sample. Okay, I'm going to go back here again. Scroll down past this and you'll see that there is more here. Summer Reading Adventures, 35 books. And these are some great titles in here. You can click all 35 books to see those as well. Comics. So they're highlighting certain kinds of collections, certain kinds of books for you. Everyone Reads, SEL, 50 books in there. Audiobooks for kids, over 100. Audiobooks for teens. There are 20 in this particular collection. And then new editions, most popular, and so forth. And you can keep scrolling through those. That said, if you're looking for something in particular, you can go over here to search, click on search, and then search for a book. So if I look for the book Hatchet, I'll go ahead and type that in. Now I'm pausing right now just to show you that it does not necessarily autofill based on what you've typed in. So I'm going to hit enter. Now I can see that Hatchet is available. It is available in audiobook and is also available in ebook. So you'll notice that it says borrow on some of these and place hold. Place hold means that this book and this audiobook has already been checked out. Someone's already listening to it, already reading it. And so that puts me on a list. However, this particular one here, there are enough in the Tulare County Office of Education to borrow Hatchet as an audiobook. I've got a public library here, and so there are more people checking out these particular items. Now, if I scroll, Tulare County Library has Hatchet available to borrow, but just an audiobook. So if you add the other libraries, they will appear showing you what's here as well. Brian's Winter, that's another book in that particular series. And then you can also see that it's going to push to you that, hey, this is written by Gary Paulson, and here's another by Gary Paulson, and another, and another, and another. And so you can discover other ones as well. And you'll see that there is Brian's Return, Brian's Hunt. So there are other books more recently written that are part of this. So that said, to borrow it, all I have to do is simply click on borrow, and it's going to be tied to my account for 2 weeks, and then I can use it. All right, three-line menu over here, they call the hamburger menu right here. If you click on that, you can go in here and put a nickname for yourself. You can add additional libraries. It'll tell you how many loans you have available and how many holds you have available, how many of those you've used. So as you can see, you can actually have 3 books out at the same time and up to 3 on hold on top of that. So if you're a big reader, big listener, you can have up to 6 books in play. If you want dyslexic font, high contrast mode, that's going to bring you into that dark mode that I was telling you about. Language, if you want the interface to be in Espanol, you can do that instead of English. I'm in all settings here. Tab bar labels. You want the orb down here to continue reading. Do you want to be notified when a book you place it on hold is ready to be borrowed? That might be a nice one to go ahead and move over. So it will tell you when a book that you have put a hold on is ready for you. And then I'll hit done right here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at an ebook here. Let's go with, say, White House Clubhouse. This one is an ebook. It's not an audiobook. So if I go to read sample, give that a moment. There we go. All right, I'm going to click on the book to lower that little screen that was there. Chapter 1, The Tree. As you can see, it has certain text sizes and everything in here for you. Fairly easy to read. I'm on a large computer screen. Again, the Sora app is available for your cell phone, for a tablet. And so you can use your cell phone or your tablet to read these books as well. There is a little menu right here that removes some of what you see here and kind of centers just the one page you have. If you toggle between this, you'll see you'll have 1 page or 2 pages. Now, if I move on to that next page, then you'll see what this looks like. 2 different pages, reading down, then reading down. I don't want to just want 1 page at a time, just toggle right here. Also, font. If you want the font to be bigger, or you don't mind the font being smaller, you can make those adjustments. You can also include accessibility sizes if you want to change the contrast. You can do that as well. You could search within a title, and you can bookmark. So if you go ahead and bookmark, it says to place a bookmark, tap the top right corner of the page. To create a highlight, tap and hold a word. All right, so they're saying if you want to create a highlight, you can, or I'm sorry, if you want to create a bookmark so that you can go back to it later, just click right here. That's going to bookmark these pages. So the next time you open this book up during that 14-day period, it will take you automatically to this part of the book. When you're ready to read it, just undo the bookmark, keep reading it as you go. When you're ready to stop again, just bookmark it again, and then it'll take you to that section again when you open up the book. All right. On the bottom, if you click on that, it will take you back to the book. And as you can see, it took me back to that bookmark. You will also have Explore, which allows you once again to get to the dashboard and explore. You have Home. Home is where you can see assignments. If your teacher uses Sora to assign, you'll see assignments in here. Your book loans, any notes you've taken, you can put those in there as well. So if you wanted to take notes, you can click down and drag. And this is when you have the book actually checked out. You can click down and drag across words to highlight them. And then those will show up in your notes and highlights. If you need to define words, you can also define words. When you check it out, you'll be able to click on it and ask for a definition of a word too. All right, I'm going to go back to Explore. All right, so if you're interested in ebooks for yourself or audiobooks for yourself or for your students, again, 24/7, 365. This is a great tool over the summer for your students to continue reading, even when they're not in school. They do not have to be on the school campus. As long as they have a kids portal login, they have a Google account from your school district, they can get in. If your school district adds this to the Google Apps 9-dot menu, then Sora will also be available to your students to access from Google, from the little Google Apps menu. They can go directly into Sora as well. All right, we'll stop here. And thanks for watching. And feel free to watch any of the other videos to learn about more of the great resources available to you in the Teacher and Kids portal. Thank you.